Sauron's plan was based on the forging of the One Ring, while the elves made their rings in order to rule all the others. He ruled a growing empire from Barad-dûr, which would be a great dark tower in Mordor. It represented the dreadful menace of the power that was waiting. It was forged by him in Druin in 1600, with the source being his growing empire. The building of Barad-dûr would be completed 6 centuries later, and thus, before the breaking of the Fellowship, Frodo would see a vision of its magnificence when wearing the One Ring. His gaze was held, wall upon wall, battlement upon battlement, black, immeasurably strong, mountain of iron, gate of steel, tower of adamant, he saw it. Barad-dûr, fortress of Sauron. All hope left him. In order to wield the One Ring, Sauron had to let a significant amount of his own power pass into it. His power was enhanced when he wore the ring, but was not diminished when he did not wear the ring unless someone had seized it. If that happened, that person could challenge and potentially overtake Sauron and usurp his place by becoming the master. If the One Ring was not made, or if it was destroyed, then the power would be dissolved and Sauron diminished, meaning that his presence would dissolve into a mere memory. The One Ring has an inscription, which was only revealed when subjected to fire in Elvish letters, which said, "One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them." This would be an alarming revelation made by Gandalf in Bag End, as Sauron lost it ages ago and greatly desired it, but he must not have it. It was later revealed in the Council of Elrond that when Sauron first approached them, he ensnared their desire for knowledge, but received his aid and grew mighty in craft, after which he would betray the elves after knowing all their secrets, and forged secretly in the Mountain of Fire the One Ring to be their master. But Sauron had underestimated the elves of Eregion. Celebrimbor initially accepted Sauron, but revolted against him when he found out about the One Ring. He repented for the elves and the 3 elven rings. Galadriel received Nenya from Celebrimbor at the time, and the realm of Lorien, which is now Lorien or Lothlorien, was made strengthened and made beautiful, and her power great and unforeseen, increasing her latent desire to return west to Valinor. Her desire to remain in Middle-earth waned. Thus, Celebrimbor followed the advice of Galadriel and entrusted the Ring of Air and the Ring of Fire to Gil-galad. While the 3 rings were made by Celebrimbor alone, Sauron aided in making the 7 and the 9. Thus, the 3 were entrusted to Elvish guardians, and Elrond founded Rivendell as a refuge and stronghold for the elves. Out of anger by Sauron, Celebrimbor was slain by him as a result. Since the 3 were already entrusted, it was already out of reach of Sauron, and thus he could not get the 3 rings. Sauron was finally defeated in 1700 of the Second Age, when Tar Minister sent a great navy from Numenor to Lindon, and they would have peace for a long while. However, he would go on and attempt mastery of Eriador and Numenor, and finally the One Ring.